Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of MC Eternal. I hope that everyone is having a great day. I know that I am. Today is May the 29th of 2020 and we are jumping right back on into things. So we did do a live stream between my last recording and this one. And we will probably actually do another one right after I finish recording this. I wanted to get this recorded. You'll be watching this on Sunday. What is that, the 31st? Is Sunday the 31st? Yeah, Sunday the 31st, you guys will be watching this one. So, yeah, I wanted to knock this out before we jumped into a live stream. We are trying to do live streams a little more often. Since my schedule has changed up a little bit, I'll have more opportunity on Friday afternoons between 12 p.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that I will be doing streams. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description down below. You can hop on over there. You can catch up on previous live streams. And you can tag along for any new adventures we have going forward. So, I do want to catch you up on a few things that we did during that live stream. So the first thing that we got done was we addressed what happened to my jetpack. Now, two of you commented on the previous episode. I think it was, Relish Rhino? I hope I pronounced your name right. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, Relish Rhino and Evan Watkins, you both commented and pointed out that it was the pixies or the fairies in the Twilight Forest that had stolen my jetpack. I rewatched the footage too and I realized that, and I was a little bit bummed out. By that point in time, it had already been too far past for me to go back and try to retrieve it. So what we ultimately did on the live stream is we made a new one, the Resonant Jetpack. So the highest tiered jetpack that you can make. If I come into here and I go to jetpack, this is the highest normal tiered one you can get. Now there is one above that, is the flux infused jet plate, but that one is extremely expensive to make, a little bit more time consuming, so we're not to that point yet. But we did work up and got this one, so it holds 25 million RF, which is awesome. So we have that upgraded to that. I also upgraded our magnet and our flux capacitor to both be at the resonant level, so top tier level for all three of those items. So we should be pretty set power wise when we're out and about. I mean, even this holds 25 million RF. So then the other thing that happened is we ended up losing on our stream our dark leggings and our dark boots. Don't know what happened to them. They just kind of disappeared. We didn't have run-ins with fairies. I'm guessing something just glitched out. So what I did is I had another pair of dark boots laying around. I got those up to pace, got them enchanted, got the upgrades on them from Ender.io, so we are pretty set there. And then I also crafted some Ender leggings. So this is like the next tier of armor in Ender.io. So if we go to Ender and we jump over here, I think I passed it already, right here, yeah. So you have your dark plated, your dark steel armor and weapons, and then you can get into the Ender ones. So there's even an Ender Mark II, the Ender Mark II. So the sword that we're using, there's a Mark II to it. But we're not actually going to do that because I have a different idea of what we're going to do that we even started working on during the stream. But yeah, so I started on this path of getting these bad boys. So first and foremost, I just did the pants because we didn't have any laying around. They're not too hard to make. You just need end steel, which you can make in an alloy smelter. You need end stone, obsidian, and dark steel. And then on top of that, you need one of these guardian diodes, which you can get from the slice and splice, just like so. And this bad boy isn't too hard to make either, just some solarium, soul machine chassis, energized bimetal gear, which some of the stuff we already had, so it wasn't too bad to get everything put together. Now the other thing that we did start down the path on is from Mystic Agriculture. Now a lot of you had mentioned in previous episodes that we should get into this, and I completely agree. I think it's a really cool mod and it has a lot of opportunity for us. And the best weapon that you can get is the Supremium Sword. It does 21 base damage. That's before any enchants or anything like that. I've seen people get these up to 45 on damage, which is just insane. or 41 or 45, somewhere in that realm. And that's what we're going for. But it takes a decent amount of materials. You need a lot of supremium, which I'm sure most of you already know. You have to get the supremium essence, which comes from what is it? Yes, supremium, which comes from superum essence, which then comes from intermedium essence, which comes from preludium essence, which then comes from inferium essence, which is the base one. You can find this out in the world. You can get it from mobs. There's a bunch of ways to get it, and then you need to use a infusion crystal with it. Now, I did have enough materials to make a master one, and in hindsight, I really shouldn't have done it. I should have just stuck with making a bunch of infusion ones. These are a lot easier to make, even though they don't have a lot of use to them. Like they have a durability, so they will deteriorate over the uses that you have them. And I should have saved my supremium to use it on crafting a sword, because we would already have it by now. Because all that I am waiting on, if I go into here and I hit this, we have almost everything. The only thing I'm waiting on is upgrading the Superium tool core to the Supremium tool core. And to do that, we just need this stuff. So we have the Wither Skeleton Skulls. I can easily get the Nether Star, and then we just need some Supremium Essence, and we just don't have enough of it. So we pretty much have everything else. We just need to work to get those four, Supremium Essences. Now, I know there's different ways you can get it from mobs and things like that, so maybe we'll have the chance that we can do it. Let's get rid of this. This is empty. Let's actually get rid of this bad boy. What am I trying to do here? We need to make a new one of these. Easy peasy. But yeah, we're going to keep working towards that. I really feel like it's something that we can just do off camera because of how tedious it is. It does take a lot of time to do, collecting all that supremium. And honestly, my best way that I figured to do it, I can show you here in just a minute. Let's grab a little bit of food. I'm going to need to get some more going here shortly. So we need some eggs. Egg. We have so many eggs. There we go. And then jerky. This is still by far the best food that I have found in the game that's cheap to make. And it gives you the most from it. So 11 saturation and then almost 5 food. So it really is one of the best foods. We also have 92 levels because of everything. But let me show you really quickly what I've been doing. There's actually two different things. First and foremost, we can head to the Nether and you can find the Superium, or not the Superium, the, what's it called? What's the base one? Should be like right here up front. Am I staring right at it? Probably am. Oh, right here. The Inferium. You can find it here. You can find it in a lot of places, but your best bet is really the Nether. It's the easiest to get to. It's the easiest to see in the Nether, and you can get typically about 3 from it. Now, if you have Fortune 3, you can get almost 6 from each one. Now, other dimensions are decent. The End is pretty good as well. From the End, you could get 7, which is really good. But a lot of the other places are just 2 or 3. Now, I was in the Twilight Forest, and I was finding them, and with Fortune 3 on my pick, or my drill, I'm getting about 4. But really, the Nether or the End are going to be your best bets. So if we just fly around a little bit here, I'm sure we'll be able to find it fairly quickly. And I can show you guys what it looks like for your reference. Maybe. Maybe. The only thing that's tough in the Nether is obviously having to fly around to everything that you need. And then also the mobs can be a little bit annoying at times, especially the Juggernaut blazes. Those boys can get extremely annoying and they will hunt you down till the no end. So let's get over, maybe over here. And you know what? Did I turn my, I think I turned my night vision off. Yeah, I did. Good. Do not want my night vision on, consuming all of our energy here. All right, took me a second there because I've mined a decent amount of this stuff around where our portal is. But this is what you'd be looking for, nether inferium ore. And you can just vein mine it and get it all up. And just from that alone, we got 18. So what, there was 4 blocks there, 18. That's not that bad of a deal. You're not always guaranteed the amount every single time. Obviously, fortune increases that to give you hopefully the max amount. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been doing. And if you have a jetpack, it's easy to just fly around. You see little green sections here like so. And just swoop down and collect them. Yeah, and then it adds up. We're up to 51 already. So, and it takes quite a bit, because the way that it works is you pretty much need 4 of the one before to make 1 of the next. And since there's several different tiers up from that, it just takes quite a bit of time to do. So just something to keep in mind. Probably work on it on the stream today, because I think I will continue playing our MC Eternal on stream. We might eventually play other games on the stream. We have before, but just because I've been into it recently, I feel like I want to keep playing it. That's going to be the plan for now. So right now we're heading back to the Twilight Forest. Obviously, we want to continue on our mission. And I did realize after the last episode, we did have some issues with getting into the Dark Tower where the Ur-Ghast is. And what I realized is that the Twilight Forest is linked to the Minecraft advancements. So in here, you have to make sure certain quests check off before you can progress. And for us, for whatever reason, the Phantom Knight was not checked off. Even though we did take out the Phantom Knight, it just wasn't clicking for us. And it wouldn't let us into the Ur-Ghast Tower, into the Dark Tower. So now that I went back, I killed another one, and I was able to unlock this advancement so that we can now go into the Dark Tower. I do want to pull up our map here. And then we need to head in the right direction. So this is the way we want to go. So yeah, so we should be well on our way. I also fought a dragon that had spawned in where the other Dark Knight was. The lair for this dragon spawned underground pretty close to where the boss was, where the Dark Knight boss was. And so I ended up taking out that dragon, and then also taking out that, that Dark Knight boss. So now we should be able to just quickly get over to here. Oh, frick you, pixies. I hate you. Yeah, quickly be able to get over to this Dark Tower and start progressing more. Now, we could do the cheaty way and go from the top, but really, I think our best bet and our most fulfilling one would be to kind of start from the bottom. I will do jump cuts, obviously. I'm not going to, you know, spend the whole episode just taking you guys through step by step. I don't think it's necessarily, well, it's not necessary at all to have to do that. So I'm curious, can I get these? Can I break these? No, you need an axe. Ooh, I can. Okay, so these boys are going to be definitely useful. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we'll use these. Let's keep going here. I'm not going to collect too many of them. I do have our night vision on. Again, this is a great situation where night vision comes into use. We're going to collect a couple more of these. So these just go back outside. This is the main tower here, and here's our main stairs. We're definitely going to encounter a lot of enemies coming up here. Ooh, look at this. We have a cool little potion station here with some dispensers. Doesn't look like any of these have anything in them. There's a little cauldron here, a little brew stand with nothing in it. We have some bookshelves if we really did want those, but I don't think we need them. We've already gotten pretty far on resources, so I don't think it's necessary. So we can just come up here. I know it's a little bit cheaty, but I mean, we have the resources available to us to be able to quickly get up this. Typically, you would have to progress using these ladders and jumping to and from, avoiding all of these ghasts. So normally it would be a little bit more difficult, but obviously using a jetpack, it's quite simple. So let's grab some of this stuff. Charm of Keeping. I kind of want to use this. Let's see if that helps us in any way. That's so cute, that little cactus in there. And then we have some more saplings in there. So I'm gonna keep progressing up, and I'll bring you guys back once we get to a good point. All right, guys, I figured I would take note of this, so I went up one of these side towers. Again, jetpack being extremely useful in this situation. And I found a chest here at the top with a tower key. I have a feeling it's going to be very important down the line. So I'm going to grab it here. I'm going to dump off some of this other stuff that we picked up along the way that we don't really need. And we're going to keep going on. Okay, guys, so. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so I was, oh, my Lancer. Oh, it was a trap. So I did this little puzzle and it turned all of those into gold and diamond blocks. But then as you saw there, they all disintegrated and turned into ghast. So I guess it was a trap more so than anything. Now I think we could try to do it again. There's another one here, so let's get these fires put out. Get that put in there, and then I think, yeah, unfortunately this one we're gonna have to do ourselves. So let's try this, and we're gonna act quick. Nope, it's not real, it's a trap. I mean, that's pretty cool though. Take out some of these ghasts. This has been really tricky to get up here. I'm not gonna lie, I did take some shortcuts around because this would have taken forever to get through. This tower is extremely expansive. Ooh, there's a ghast tier in there. Wait a minute. I feel like it's telling me that this is a recipe. I don't have enough to grab some of that. I have a ghast tier though. Let me get rid of some stuff. Trash can, please. Don't think I need that or that. I do want to hold on to that. And I have 4 of those. Okay, so we have ghast tier in the middle, it's saying. Then boom, 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 boom. And then these 4 on the outside. Oh, it makes the carbonite. And then it's saying that if we do it like that, it makes something else. Now, what is that used for? Oh, you can make the reappearing blocks. That's what you can do. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the vanishing block, and then there's the reappearing block. That's pretty cool. It's telling you how you can make these. Again, here's another one in here. I'm gonna take this. I didn't take the one downstairs. I'm not even gonna bother with this because, I mean, both times we've done it, it's not been good for us. But I guess we can try again. Doesn't hurt. I'm not gonna stick around. It looks like this one is just completely gone up there. Yeah, this one's just completely gone. I'm gonna keep moving. And we found the Ur-Ghast. Dang, this dude's big. Oh, we almost got knocked off there. We got some ores up here? How'd they get up here? Okay. So again, without flight, this would not be that much fun. Is it raining tears? It's raining tears. Yeah, this would not be a fun fight if we did not have flight. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We took out the Ur-Ghast. And I think... Did we not get anything from that? Maybe it's the one, like it's one of those where a chest appears? Yes, a chest appears. Perfect. Okay, so we can take out some of these fires. And then this is the chest that we want. So we got the Carmonite, we got some fiery tears, we got the shader bag, we got the trophy, and then another Ur-Ghast shader. I did notice over here there's something kind of interesting. What is this? The Ghast Trap. I don't know. I kind of want to take it with us though. Is our inventory full? Nope, we have enough spaces for it. We also need to collect on some of our quests because we have accumulated quite a bit of completed quests. So let's see, is there anything else worthwhile up here? I'm guessing that these would come in handy if you are trying to fight this guy just normally. But luckily for us, we had flight, so it was pretty easy to get him taken out. But I'm guessing that What? What? Okay, we made an advancement. Something strange in tower. Okay. Slay the Carmonite gaslings around a gas trap and activate to wrench Ur-Ghast from the sky. I gotcha. So yeah, so you can use these when you're fighting the Ur-Ghast. Luckily, again, for us, we didn't need to because we were able to fly and take them out. Interesting. Those are really cool though. So we completed that. We can look at our progression. We do have this cake though, so I don't know, like if I drop like one of them and I pick it up, will it complete the quest? No. Okay. I did pick up these cakes. The experiment 115. Maybe we need to eat it. Ah, there we go. Mystery meat? Question mark? It looks like cake though, so it's a not cake. Interesting. Okay, so again, we did complete a bunch of quests that we really need to collect on. Now, I kind of want to get out of the rain here, so let's just head to like a little spot. We'll head in here for the time being, so we're out of the rain and we can kind of get a little bit organized here. We should probably send some stuff home. I picked up a decent amount of diamonds, as you could tell, but we have 19 things to collect quest-wise. 19, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. Some of them are from the live stream. So we did collect Cobalt Ore. This was a big... I found a big patch of Cobalt Ore in the Twilight Forest. So we did get to that, and we got an Ember? What is that? Imbue your bow with secret powers. Interesting. We can put it on a bow. Let me open my backpack here because I might want to stick some stuff away. I don't think we need these gas traps. They're pretty cool, but just not something we need to hold on to right now. What else do we have here? So exploration. We did kill a bunch of stuff. We did get a wood key somewhere for something, so we got some appetite. Diamond key. Oh, they just added loot rewards to these ones. So we've gotten these way before, but they've just now added some actual additional rewards to it, which is pretty cool. I did craft a scanner, so I can show you how that works later. We did get a little bit of money from that. And then we killed... Well, we've already killed an advanced vampire, but for some reason now we get a block of diamond for it. And then the Sludge Lord, we just get blocks of gold for. So now they're just adding, again, additional things that you get for it. I don't think I need this appetite. I can get rid of it for the time being. I'm going to get rid of this singular inferium that we have. Again, not very necessary for us at the current point in time. And I'm going to get rid of these redstone, just again to free up space because we have a lot more to collect on. Now let's head down to bosses. We did kill the Ur-Ghast, so we get our rewards for that. 300 coins, and then we got some epic bacon. So a little background on the Ur-Ghast. It can be found flying around at the top of a gigantic dark tower. It appears as a large supernatural creature with many large waving tentacles. It is covered in what adventurers fear is blood, or could be carbonite. So there's a little backstory on that for you. Mystical agriculture, we've been progressing through that, so we have some stuff for that. We got some coins, and more coins. So pretty straightforward. I'm guessing we didn't get this stuff yet. Yeah, we haven't gotten that yet because probably we need to get this one first. I'm assuming. Advanced science, it's probably from the slice and splice that I've made. Where? Oh, it's way out here. This was the secret one that I found. And I did find this. I did find a moonstone. And it's coming really soon. I went to the moon and all I got was this stupid shirt. That's pretty funny. And then finally, dimensions. It's going to be pretty much all Twilight Forest related because that's all we've been doing. So we did get the fiery tears, we get some money, and we got another quarry. We've already have one of those. We did get the experiment 115. We get some money, and we got some frozen thighs. We did collect tower keys. So again, money, and then we got some mining TNT. They do want us to get 4 vanishing blocks. That's not really going to give us much, unfortunately. And then we could craft up one of these. We do need a night metal loop from night metal ingots. How do we get night metal? That is the real question here. If we had these armored shard clusters. But how do you get these? I feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole here. Okay, I have no idea. The next one is the Alpha Yeti. That's what we want to go on to next. Now, I should have turned this off a while ago. Our night vision, we do not need that on us. And I'm just going to get rid of some of this stuff. This is pretty funny that we have this shirt. But okay, cool beans. So we're pretty much set here for that. Let's head home and we'll regroup. I'm guessing we're just going to have it be at that for this episode. Killing the Ur-Ghast, catching you guys up on what we did off on our stream. And then I'll show you really quickly this gadget, this scanner gadget that we got going on. So once we load in here, we can just stick some of this stuff away. We got a bunch of gas tiers, which is awesome. I'm going to stick those in here. And then I have a specific place downstairs for a lot of our Twilight Forest items. And I'm going to stick an anvil up here because our anvil broke. I grabbed that anvil from the towers. And then this chest has been acting as my Twilight Forest catch-all. So this is not, we don't need that. Yep, that. We need to see what this bad boy is. We got a snake stone shader. I don't know if we need the fiery tears for anything. It just makes a fiery sword, or it can make, yeah, fiery ingots and so on and so forth. I don't believe we need those right now, so I'm gonna keep them there. I'll put the tower key away. That's from Electroblobs. This is a assisted in adding hearts. Did it really? Well, I can't eat any more of it, so I'm gonna stick it here. And then we got some food items as well, just some miscellaneous stuff. So stick that in there. A spell book, I'm just gonna get rid of it for the time being. Hold on to our bacon, and then if we go into our backpack, I have the Hydra trophy in here. I'm gonna stick the Ur-Ghast in here and take out the Hydra for the time being. Cool beans. And I don't think we had anything. Yeah, we have the ironwood, but that's about it. Okay, cool beans. So we're slowly but surely progressing through the Twilight Forest. I know it is kind of dragging out a little bit, but you know, I think it's fun. It's fun to explore and adventure. Actually, I want that bread. Yeah, it's fun to explore and adventure and kind of figure out those things. Even though they've been done before, I know a lot of people like to see the adventuring. So next thing I'm gonna do to wrap out the episode is we are going to hit the Twilight Forest. Again, we're going to head back, and I'm going to show you how this scanner works. So let me stick this away. I'm actually going to keep this epic bacon in here, just in case we need it. And let's grab our scanner. So the scanner is powered off of normal RF, so our flux capacitor will continuously power it. Now, when you do use it, it uses up some of its energy, obviously. So it only contains 5,000, and as you use it, it will use up more and more. If you shift right click on it, it brings up this interface here where you can have additional modules. So for me, I increased our range with a range module, and then I also selected to have rare ores. It's a rare ore module, so it'll help find like diamonds, emeralds, so on and so forth, and it won't show your typical like iron and things like that. You can get one if you're looking specifically for lower ores, like if you wanted iron or coal or so on. But for us, I figured this would be better. It also shows the modded ores, and it's not extremely clear on what modded ores it shows. So if you want to test it out, which one will show the ore you're specifically looking for, go out, find that ore, and use your scanner by it. If it pops up glowing, then you know that that module will show it for you. So we can do it here. You have to hold down the right mouse button until it pops up like so. And as you can see, it shows all the different ores that are beneath you. Now it does only have a range of 100. Oh, these stupid Pied Pipers. I hate these guys. I run into more of these guys in the Twilight Forest than anywhere else. But yeah, so it only has a range of 100, but that's still plenty to see what you are looking for. And what it really does help emphasize is finding those big deposits, because in this mod pack, there is a mod that adds big deposits of ores. And we've seen that before with like, I think it was iridium that we found a huge deposit of. I found it for like, I think maybe tin and silver, and then that cobalt I found as well. So there is a chance to find it, and this is kind of the cheaty way to do it. Now some of them you can see have different colors. So this yellow one is going to be gold, the green ones are going to be emeralds, and then there is like a aqua color that is your diamonds. Now obviously, yeah, you can go around, you can go hunting for it, but this has been the best dimension. See, another Pied Piper, another boy. These guys are a pain in my butt. I do want to get into the rats mod though at some point. But anywho, yeah, so you can keep looking around, you just keep using your scanner and keep trying to find those big deposits. Now it's a little bit hard to see at times what you're looking for, so sometimes it's easier to kind of go up and use your jetpack to fly around a little bit to see what you're looking for. Or really, some of the best areas to find things in are water, because it shows up super clear underneath, especially if it's a dark water like what we're in right now. And we can come over here, come to a new region, scan again, and see if we find anything good. Now we're not finding any huge deposits. Now there are some down there, but let me do a little bit of looking and see if I can find a big deposit for you guys to show you what it would look like. Alright guys, so it took me a little bit of time, but that is kind of the caveat to this. It does take time to find it. And now I also want to mention, so I'm using it with the rare gems or the rare ores module on it. You can use it with both as well, or with the other one. You'll probably have a little bit more luck with the other one. If you use both of them, everything gets a little bit cluttered, so it's kind of hard to identify things. So I just stick with one or the other. That's just my personal preference. But if we charge this bad boy up, you can see there's a huge block right there. It's a little bit hard to tell, but you can kind of see that there's a huge block here. Now you can see why right here. There is a huge deposit of cobalt ore here. Now, even though this is from the nether and it has netherrack around it, it has spawned here in the Twilight Forest. So if we just do a little bit of excavating here, take out some of this stuff. I actually want this for sure. Let's get rid of that, put it away for the time being. Make sure you bring plenty of food with you. And for us, for this specific dig, we need to use our exchanging tool because we don't have a tool that can excavate out cobalt ore. But yeah, this is the big deposits that you can get from using this tool. And so I just use the exchange tool with the scanner. This allows me to then just exchange all of this for a different block. So for our case, we're using cobblestone because it's the easiest to use to exchange for. And it also makes it super easy if you just want to get rid of it to grow even more or to expose even more, to just vein mine it. So we can just do that and that. We get rid of that and we get rid of this, and you can see how expansive it can get. I mean, it just kind of keeps going. So if you keep using your exchange tool, you'll just be able to keep getting more and more of it, and then just digging out what you don't need, grabbing back all of our cobblestone. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a very nifty tool to use when you are trying to find these big ore deposits. And it just keeps going. Now, like I mentioned, we found it for many different things. Now, this is the second time I found it for cobalt. I found it for nickel 2 times, I believe, as well. And then 1 time, I think it was silver, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you can just go through, doing a little exchange tool out on it. Or if you have a tool that will work on cobalt, you can obviously use that tool as well. As I mentioned, I just don't. So this is why I'm doing it this way. And then ultimately, if you didn't want to get that cobblestone back, you can just leave it as is. But yeah, it's really, really cool, and it adds up fairly quickly. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it starts sticking it in our satchel. If we don't have enough space to hold it all, it'll start sticking everything into there. We actually need to clean out our inventory really badly here. Let's get rid of some of this junk that we don't need. Don't think we need that. Oh, we definitely don't need that junk. There we go. And then we can go into our satchel and just grab all of that stuff because it doesn't need to be in our satchel. And yeah, look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5-ish stacks of cobalt just from that. So if you get lucky, you find another vein of ore and are able to mine it out, you can get a ton of resources that way. So a little bit cheaty, but at the same time, you're just making use of what you have available in the mod pack. But anywho, guys, we're running extremely over our limit. We are almost at 38 minutes here. So we're going to wrap up the episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below, or better yet, leave me a comment. I love hearing what you guys have to say around this series. And obviously, I really appreciate all of your help. If you're new to the channel, you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. I'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted to the channel. But other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye.